This is the Huion Canvas GT156 HD V2 drawing tablet. It has over 8,000 levels of pressure and is a 15.6 drawing tablet. Stick with me for the review, unboxing and draw test of this little baby. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, my name is Lawrence Mann and let's get straight into this unboxing. So first of all, really happy with the box, some nice artwork on the front there, good quality straight off the bat, which is always nice to see. And yeah, let's turn this over and see what's on the back. We've got some nice looking specs there, 8,000 levels of pressure. There's a stand inside, aluminum, which is nice to see. You know, everybody else is going for these plastic stands, but no, a nice aluminum stand is going to be in there, so I'm interested in seeing that for a start. So let's pop this baby open and see what else is in here as well. Should be some nice fixtures and fittings. That lovely vacuum popping sound I get to hear. And yeah, straight on top is the drawing tablet, and that's just in a regular plastic bag, but it has some nice weight to it, which is lovely to feel. And turn that over on the back and it's pretty simple there. Some little rubber feet I can see through the bag, but we'll come back to that later and check it out fully. I just feel a little bit of card on top. Okay, so the instructions are actually for the stand, which strange. I thought a stand would be pretty self-explanatory. Must be more to meet the eye. Okay, I look forward to playing with this. It's very thin, it's very compact. Very interesting indeed. Yeah, that should be very, very cool. And I'm not sure exactly how this attaches to the tablet. Maybe it's a stand that I can use with other drawing tablets as well. That would be very, very cool. Here it is, and we'll quickly have a look at this right now, just because I'm excited about this. And this is the stand, and it obviously has multiple standing positions. We'll come back to this later and have a proper look at this with the drawing tablet on, but there you go, that is the stand in a nutshell. So you can see it has multiple standing heights, and that's nice. That's really nice, but a free included stand that a lot of other 16-inch drawing tablets just don't have. So like I say, we'll come back to this later and take another more in-depth look. Coming back to the box and everything else inside, next thing I'm going to pull out is this cable, or a couple of cables right here. This one here, the little one, is a charging cable for the stylus, which is pretty simple. We've seen this kind of thing before. One end is USB and the other end simply slots into the stylus. But the big one here, this is an all-in-one cable. We're seeing more of these kind of cables about now, but yeah, this one looks interesting. There's a few pieces to it, but it's a nice all-in-one cable and it looks fairly high quality. I'm very impressed by this. Again, we'll have another look at this later during the setup part of the video. Next thing to come out is the power adapter. Now this will plug into the all-in-one cable, and we'll have a look at that again in the setup. But for right now, I'll just show you that this is a multiple adapter. And this works with the multiple pieces that you get in, so this covers all zones that you should be in, so that's the UK, America, Europe, etc. So moving on to the stylus. Now this is actually a very, very basic case. I would have liked to have seen something maybe a little better, a little more stylish from Huion. They're one of the better tablet manufacturers, and I think other companies are doing something a little more innovative now. People are experimenting a little more with their stylus cases. Yeah, I'd like to have seen something else from Huion. They're including an art glove. Yep, that's pretty basic, pretty cool, but always appreciated. And then there's a little pack right here with some added extras as well, which obviously include things like a CD, a screen wipe cloth, and then the instruction manual and the warranty card as well. That's the box empty. So we'll just move that out of the way and get on with the next part. So the tablet looks good. I'm really impressed by how well put together this is. The hotkeys, the rotation strips, the touch strip, everything on this just feels really well built. And yeah, I'm just really impressed by this. It's not too thick, it's not too heavy. The inputs on this, everything just feels so solid and well built. So all in all, just by first impressions, obviously I haven't turned this on yet, but all in all, yeah, I'm just really impressed with this. On the back there are two large rubber pads. Looks well designed. It doesn't feel like anything's built out of other parts, or it's cheap, or it's off the shelf. This feels like a well thought through and designed tablet. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. Going back to the stand for a moment here. Now the stand again feels like a well manufactured device. It's metal, it feels strong, it feels tough. If you can buy this separately, then it's something you could use with a different tablet. It has several different heights that you can adjust this to. It's not completely variable, but if I want to be low down or high up, that's good enough for me. I only need 2 or 3 variable heights really. A lot of the time I use the drawing tablet just sat on my knee, or I hold it in my hands. I like to move around and be kind of free with this kind of size anyway. But this kind of stand is perfect, and you're getting it for free. It holds the tablet really well, really firmly. There are no VESA mounting holes on the back of this tablet. Now that is one thing I would have liked to have seen. Obviously on 16-inch tablets you normally don't get VESA mounting holes anyway. With a stand, most of you won't need that, so there you go. Now let's move on. We have this all-in-one cable, and on one end we have USB, HDMI, and this is where it gets interesting. The power connector. And this is where you attach the actual power adapter. And on the other end of this all-in-one cable, you have a USB-C and you have a HDMI. So you get your power adapter and you plug that into this power connector here. Give it a simple twist and that's it. You take the other end of your power adapter and you connect it to the right power socket end that you want. For me, that's a UK adapter. And then that's good to go. You just plug that into your wall socket. And then you just plug in the rest of the leads. So into your laptop or the back of your computer, and then into the Huion tablet itself. So it's only, a few connections and you're good to go. The great thing with this is roughly the same size as, say, the keyboard on your laptop. It's a 16-inch tablet, or a 15.6 if you want to call it that. And it's, if you've got 15-inch laptop, which most people have these days, then it's going to be that size. So it's going to be perfect. Moving on to the pen test. Now, this is really, really smooth. I did find there was a slight bit of parallax, kind of a millimeter or two, which is perfectly what I expected to find, on a 16-inch tablet. The glass didn't wobble, didn't move, which was fine. I was getting nice straight lines. I mean, you can see a tiny bit of variation here, but that's just my natural hand jitter. So obviously I turn line smoothing off, because line smoothing is the devil's work. Nobody wants line smoothing. Who wants line smoothing? If you want to talk about lag, well, line smoothing will give you lag. Here is a simple pen pressure test. I did notice that I wasn't getting the firmness of the pen pressure. I think maybe that was just the application that I was using. But when I wanted to get a really fine line, it was giving me a really, really fine line. I just wasn't getting the bigger, chunkier lines. But I think that was just more due to my calibration. But I was getting beautifully, beautifully fine lines. So I'd been messing around with the calibration, so it's more my own fault. When it came to changing my brushes, I found I had a lot better luck. There you go. That's that more chunkier line. You can see it right there. It works absolutely fine once I was playing around a bit more. And I did get some beautifully straight lines once I just started experimenting a little more. And you can see there's no jitter, I'm not getting any bumpy lines or anything like that. So the pen test really worked out well for me on this. And yeah, I had a lot of fun just playing around and experimenting with the pen test here. And you can see I can draw slowly and I can draw quickly, and everything was absolutely fine. So let's move on to that draw test. So in this draw test, I'm just going to draw a simple side-on portrait of a character. Now I've got something in mind for this. I'm going to draw something nice, bright, colourful, and I'm going to make it a bit cheerier so, you know, everybody has a bit of fun. A little more different, maybe something not my usual style, but I just fancy changing it up a bit. Just seeing what I can do on this 16-inch tablet. You know, something that's not my usual style. This is the Sketchable app, which you can find in the Windows Store. This is an application that I have lots of videos on. You can go and watch them in my Sketchable playlist. Have fun with that. I've got lots of videos on Sketchable. Now this one's coming along quite quickly and quite smoothly. I know exactly what I want to do. I've got this kind of rough image in my head. I'm going to have it bright and colourful. It's just going to be a portrait of a simple character. It's just about testing out the tablet and seeing what it can do in terms of simple brushwork. And that's really it. This piece is going to take about 45 minutes. Overall, I tested this tablet for about 2 days, trying some professional work, but also trying just some rough sketches as well in Photoshop, Painter, and Sketchable, etc., etc. But putting it through its paces and just seeing what it can do. Overall, this is the piece that I probably like the most, so I thought I'd show you. This piece was kind of nice for me to draw, and it was nice and even, and I didn't mess it up too much. So I felt happy with showing you guys. But realistically, the tablet performed really, really well. It felt comfortable to use. I think the rubber texture wasn't too spongy and it wasn't too firm. It felt pretty nice, really good quality around the hotkeys, and that really added to that nice quality feel. And I think that it really, really helped me to want to use those hotkeys. And the Huion stylus has a really nice feel to it, there's shape to it that makes you want to use it. And I think that's why I was surprised at the actual case that the Huion stylus comes in. The stylus itself is so nice. I think they could do with upgrading the case a bit. I love that tapered end of the stylus. Yeah, change the case, guys. But the hotkeys themselves do feel really nice to use. I'm trying not to use them too much here because I will block the camera if I use them too much, but they definitely have a very nice feel. I love the fact that they've put 2 rings on there and a touch strip. I think for digital painters especially, that is very useful. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Do you think that's the right balance for you? Do you think you would have preferred more buttons, or do you think the 2 touch rings, or do you think more touch strips? What do you think in terms of the hotkeys mix up? Would you prefer some on the other side as well? Let me know what you think in terms of the setup of the hotkeys. How would you have liked it to have been? Is it perfect for you? For me, yeah, I was happy with this, and the screen quality was pretty high. I didn't have any problems with this. I didn't have any problems with setting it up with drivers or anything like this. The initial setup, I didn't have to calibrate it or anything. Pretty much bob on from the beginning. I didn't have any issues with setup. I just put the drivers on it and just let it go from there. And I think this is the first tablet I've reviewed in a good while that was just plug and play. So I was very impressed by this, and I think this is as well the newest of the tablets that I've reviewed. So hopefully this is indicative of newer tablets out there. I very much hope so. This drawing, as you can see, is coming along nicely. The stand is holding up really, really well. I'm not feeling any bounce from that, and that really impressed me. Well, it didn't impress me because I didn't notice it was there, if that makes sense. And it made me really happy that I didn't keep thinking about the stand. I didn't have to worry about it, but I also didn't keep thinking, oh wow, that stand. It was only afterwards when I took it off the stand. I'm pretty sure Huion sell this stand separately, so if you have a tablet you want a stand for, you could go and buy this stand. If you just draw with pen and paper, you want to stick your drawing on to a stand while you draw, if you have one of those little light tablets that projects light while you're tracing through, it would work perfectly on this. There's been loads of times when I've wanted a little stand for something. This would work perfectly. So it's nice to have this, you know? I could think of 100 different reasons I'd want a little stand like this. I think I was very excited by the stand, which is maybe I shouldn't have been, but hey, I geek out over the little things, and that was definitely one of them. Like I say with a lot of things, it's the little touches that mean a lot, and that and the build quality, definitely. I think the pen technology, Huion's still behind Wacom, there's no doubt about that. They're coming on with tilt, they need rotation though. There's no tilt and rotation while floating. There's no tap while floating. It's just the little things, like I say, that could really do with moving on. You know, companies are getting the pressure levels up there. They're getting the tilt right, but we need these to move beyond now. 8,000 levels of pressure seems to be old hat now. A lot of companies are getting this. So who's going to get to, what's the next one? Is it 12? Is it 16? Is it 18? Does it matter anymore how many pressure levels there are? People ask me certain questions about kind of things like parallax. And I don't, personally, parallax isn't a big, the difference between 1 millimeter and half a millimeter, don't care. You know, it's not a big a difference while I'm working. I've worked on tablets with like 3 millimeter parallax, and after like 5 minutes of it, my brain just lets it go. But I've talked to people in the comment sections, and they just seem to be paralyzed by parallax. Can't get over it. And I understand that, it's fine. It isn't, you know, if it's a big issue to you, it's a big issue to you. But for me, I can totally let those things go. It's not gonna kill a drawing tablet for me. You can see how this image is turning out now. I'm pretty happy. This is what I had in my mind. And it was kind of crazy, and I didn't know if I could pull this out of my mind and pluck it down. And this Huion tablet's totally let me do that. I'm mega impressed. So you can see there what it looks like, and it's a bit crazy. Yeah, I hope you guys like this. Let me know in the comments if you like this or if you think I've gone a bit mad. I like this. It's different from my usual style. Do you like it too? I'm going to sign it anyway. I'll put this on Instagram as well. Come by Instagram, Lawrence Can Draw, and just slap a like on it there if you like it. Because likes are free, remember that. That's important. Anyway, let me know what you think of this tablet. I was impressed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I shall see you next time. I will be doing comparison reviews. Let me know what you would like to see this tablet compete against, and I will make that happen. Also, let me know what you would like to see the other tablets I've reviewed lately compete against. I'm going to start doing more of those kind of videos because I just think, you know, people want that advice. Make sure to tweet me, make sure to write comments below, make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell notification, because YouTube doesn't care if you subscribe anymore. They care if you subscribe and then hit the little notification bell. That's it. But if you tweet me stuff, that's cool. If you put comments down, that's brilliant. I'll see you guys later. Have an absolutely wonderful day.